good morning, and good morning to you. Hey, everybody, it's me once again. It's Charles, and welcome to the Charles Matthews Morning Show. How you doing? Here's the thing. I've been talking to a lot of people, and they're like, oh, with COVID, I'm just at home, but I'm thinking about doing something different. I'm thinking about doing something new. I don't know if I can do it. And I hear a lot of people doubting themselves. So I wanted to bring somebody on to help you, to let you know that anything is possible. You can do it. But I'm going to have my friend come on and let you know what you need to do and how you can do it. Stay tuned. Let's go. Yes, once again, we're back on the Charles Matthews Show, and I want to bring on a special guest. Let me see if she is around. There she is. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fabulous.
Good. So you're looking nice, the big smile on your face. What made you so smiley this morning? How are you so smiley this morning? This is like, what is this? What is this, a Wednesday, a Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. And you got the smile on, like everything is good. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing, Life is really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, challenging, but really good.
That's good, right? It's good. All right, so please introduce yourself.
Sure. First of all, let me say hi to your beautiful, amazing audience. Hello to all of you beautiful souls who are watching this amazing podcast. So my name is Maryam Milani. I am a transformational and empowerment coach. And basically what I do is helping women to free themselves from the pain of the past and to reconnect with that power within themselves, the power that we all have, that divine light. And so when they remember who they really are, and when they are connected with that power, they can create the life that they want to experience.
All right, so let's backtrack. Before you start doing this, what were you doing? Before you got into your, helping people, what were you doing? Let's take it back a little bit. Before, what were you doing? Say 10 years ago.
You talked about my smile 10 years ago. If you wouldn't want to talk to me.
Okay.
I was this grumpy, angry person, full of rage and resentment, hating myself and everyone.
Okay.
I actually had a pretty decent, nice life from outside because I really tried to create the successful life. I followed the success formula, the formula that society has for us, which is you have to go to study, go to school, get different grades, get different degrees, and then good job, good salary, own your beautiful house and everything. And marriage, of course, it's one of the important factors. You have to get married at a certain age and all those things, right? And I did all that. So I had an MBA. I mean, I have an MBA. My formal education was in business, which is not me at all. But back then I thought I have to do that, right?
Yep.
So I got my MBA. I got my PhD in business administration. I got a good job in a university, really good salary, beautiful house, all those things, marriage and good marriage. And but inside, as I said, I was that grumpy, unhappy, really unhappy person.
What was it?
And I didn't know why.
Was it you said you didn't know why? I was thinking, was it the job, or was it where you lived, or how like you were unhappy?
It was actually coming from my childhood experiences, but I didn't know that I didn't know about the like this unhappiness is the result of what I have experienced in my childhood. Back then, I didn't have any idea about that. I just used to think that it's something wrong with me, and I'm just this, because people kept asking me that, what's wrong with you? You have everything. Why you're not happy? So I was like, oh, there must be something wrong with me. And in a way it was, but it wasn't wrong with it. Again, it was coming from the experiences that I had in childhood, unresolved issues from my childhood. Yeah.
And so then you not knowing that it's sitting there and festering, and you're wondering, wait, okay, I got a great job, great life, great home, marriage, everything is great. So why is there something blocking me from being happy every day? So then moving forward now, you just slowly chipped away at it and found out, okay, something's here, something's wrong. What is this picture?
It became like something that I had to do. It wasn't like, oh, you know what, I'm not that happy, but I can go on like this. No, it became something that I had to deal with, because that amount of anxiety and anger, my body couldn't take it anymore. So my heart rate was almost twice as normal, like 24/7. And I started having horrible headaches, and it was just horrible. And always I knew that I had anxiety, but again, I was like, I'm just like this. I'm an anxious person, you know.
Okay.
And then I realized that, of course, I started with traditional therapy, which I have nothing against traditional therapy. I wanted to be very clear about this. There are so many amazing psychologists and psychotherapists that are helping people with medication and all that. But that wasn't the case for me, unfortunately. So to take care of this frustration and the anger and the anxiety, I started taking medication, but still I didn't know. I couldn't make sense of what I was going through.
Right. And how long roughly did this all go through? Was this a 2-year period that you realized that you weren't happy and something was going wrong?
Oh, no. From very early age, because I experienced abuse in my childhood.
Okay.
From a close relative. So, and also while living in a war zone. So imagine a 7 years old, 8 years old kid experiencing those type of experiences.
Right.
So I grew up with anxiety, and then eventually that severe anxiety led to depression. But I didn't know, I didn't have names for what I was going through, or I didn't know why I was experiencing all those things.
So the situation that happened to you, you took it, you put it in a lock and key box in the back of your mind, locked it away, and then you're like, oh, okay, everything's good. And you just kept going through life. And then something happened and it started to open up again. And then this is where it all comes out from.
It was kind of there with me always, but I really tried my best to hide it and be a good kid. And because I wanted to get that approval from my parents, which I love, they absolutely did their best, but unfortunately their best wasn't enough for me.
Right.
And I desperately wanted them to approve me. So I wanted to be that good kid, that perfect kid. So it was always with me. I always, as far as I can remember, since I was 7, 8 years old when all these things happened, I was grumpy. I was angry. I didn't like myself, very low self-esteem inside, but from outside, I was this very polite, perfect kid.
I got you. So if somebody walked by you on the street, they'd be like, oh, she's so happy. She looks great and everything is good.
Not happy, but maybe she's normal. Yeah. But I wasn't.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I totally get what you mean, because people can't see the inside of what's going on. They only see the outside. And as humans, we don't want to show the inside. So we walk by people and they always ask you, and we live in Toronto, and we live in Canada. Hey, how you doing? And you always have to say, I'm good. But why do we have to say, I'm good? Why can't we just tell somebody one day, Oh, you want to know what's going on with me? Listen. I woke up this morning. Coffee didn't make properly. The cereal didn't taste right. How comes we don't tell everybody when we see someone? They say, "How you doing?" We don't just say, "I'm not doing good today."
The reality is, even in my practice, I see this with my clients and myself, of course, in my own healing journey. We don't want to face the truth. We don't want to face the pain because it's scary. It's easier for me to tell you I'm doing really good. And it's easier for you to hear that she's good. Okay, good. Bye.
Okay.
But if you sit with yourself and think about, am I really okay? Is this really okay? Or even talk about it with people. It's just, it's scary. It's uncomfortable.
Right.
And we don't want to be uncomfortable. But at some point we have to get uncomfortable and do the things that we need to do.
Right. Okay. So then you don't want to hold it in. You got to get it out. It's okay to speak about it. But the question is, how do we get it out? Where do we go? What do we need to do? We ain't going to answer that now. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, you're going to tell us how we can get it all out, how you can help us, and how we can get that smile of yours so we know every morning when we get up, we can have that smile as well. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. Yes, we're back. And if you're just tuning in, we're talking about anything is possible. You can do it. You got to get your mind right. You can do it when you want to just sit back and say, you know something, enough is enough. It's time to move forward. And we're going to be talking about, how do we do it? Like, what do you do? Let me ask you this question. Everybody, like, I talk about people that do affirmations and, they talk to themselves in the morning. What's your morning? I want to know, when you get up, what's the first thing you do? And when you get up?
Meditation.
So, okay. So it is. I'm hearing a lot of people talk to themselves in the mirror. They read affirmation. So you do meditation for how long, and what style do you do?
It depends on my day. If it's a busy day, only 10 minutes. And then I do my gratitude exercise. And then, I start my day.
See,
but sometimes I have like half an hour.
Yeah. So I heard that twice now from different people. Your gratitude. What like, I'm trying to put that in perspective. What's the gratitude? You do it every morning and you say, I'm thankful for, and then you just list them off?
Yeah. The thing is, if you want to experience two things, I want to talk about these two things that are important. These days we hear that we have to be positive, right? Yeah. If you want to create your dream life, stay positive, feel positive, think positive. Well, yeah, we have to do that. But the thing is, it's not always easy. It's not always possible.
Right.
If you have that limiting beliefs, if you negative limiting beliefs, if you have that internal talk, that conversation telling you that you are not good enough, you cannot do it, you are too old, you're too young, or whatever is that conversation, inner conversation, negative conversation. If you have that, you cannot stay positive. You cannot think positive. Then obviously you cannot feel positive, right? So, and that's like, for example, imagine you want to do some grocery shopping. You go get one of these carts, shopping carts, and then as soon as you want to move it and it doesn't move forward. Why? Because one of the wheels is going the other direction.
Yeah.
So we can, use our power or force it, but it's not going to work, right? And it's the same. If your mind is telling you really want to stay positive, and you do your affirmations, and you even in front of mirror you say all these good things, but your inner conversation is you loser, it's not gonna work. Oh, I hate you,
Exactly.
So it's not gonna work no matter how many times you say those, like you're pushing. That affirmation is pushing. It's not gonna work. So it's very important. That's why I said you need to get uncomfortable. You need to fix that wheel that is going in a different direction. And that wheel is your subconscious mind, is these beliefs that you have about yourself and life in general,
See, I totally get it. Because when you said shopping cart right away, oh, she's going there. You push it, and that one wheel always wants to take you to the left. You bring it back, and then you push it again. It takes you to a different way, and you bring it back again, and then you start getting frustrated, and then you wonder, why did I continue with this cart in the first place?
Oh yeah.
You could have went back, but you didn't. It's okay. I have the cart now. What do I do? Do I keep going forward with the cart? I have a lot of shopping to do, or do I just get frustrated and bring the cart back and start all over? So I love that analogy, because a lot of us has had that cart in our life, and we're pushing it, banging into groceries, banging into people. How do we get it going? You're absolutely right. I love that. So
that going back is actually going back to your childhood, when all of your beliefs shaped, we start, we all, we're born these beautiful, perfect babies, absolutely loving ourselves. Right. We have no judgment about ourselves or the world. We're just happy and beautiful and perfect. And then we go through life and we start developing all these limiting beliefs about ourselves and life. Right. So we have that in our subconscious mind, and then we try to push through life and it doesn't work. So we need to go back there, which is our childhood. We need to find the core issues, the core beliefs, and then we need to reprogram our subconscious mind. Then we can smoothly go through life, because, it doesn't mean if I'm smiling now and if I'm so happy with my life and with life in general, and I can say enjoy really almost every minute of my life, it doesn't mean that life is so easy and I don't have any challenges. No, actually, as you expand, your challenges are going to be bigger. Right. And we will have challenges as long as we are alive. That's part of life. But when you fix that wheel, then you go through all your challenges smoothly, and you actually sometimes even enjoy facing them, because you are expanding. That feeling that, oh my God, you feel that pain, you feel that, but it's like, I am expanding. Yeah.
So here's a question I have for you then. Because with me, I've always taught everybody, when I teach, speaking on the radio, speaking on stage, and I always tell everybody, when you fail, you gain more knowledge. When you fail, you actually become better, because you learned your failures, you learn from them, you put them to the next thing, and you keep growing. If you never fail in life, you'll never be great, because you think, oh, I'm perfect, everything's perfect. You'll never learn the stuff. How do you talk about that? Because somebody's already scared to fail, and they do fail. Now it's a double negative. They just want to quit. How do we get over that?
First of all, I try not to use the word fail, because sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So we don't fail.
Okay, love that.
But when we all have experienced that time that we had really high hope for something, and we did our best, and then we tried it, even though we were scared, we tried it, and then disappointment comes, So how to deal with that? There are different modalities. The one that I use, I use different modalities, but one of the modalities that I am absolutely in love with is EFT. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Why I love it? Because it works on mind and body. It's not just mind, because we have three parts as beings. we have three parts: mind, body, soul. So if you want, and whenever we experience something like, for example, rejection, failure, or disappointment, we need to process it in a positive way. If it sits somewhere in your body, it will become these trapped emotions. And next time when you want to challenge yourself, when you want to do something, that trapped emotion somewhere in your body, in your energy system, in your subconscious mind, it won't allow you to do it. So what you need to do is to process that disappointment, that pain that you experience, which there are so many different modalities. The one I use is EFT, which is combination of cognitive therapy and tapping. I mean, acupuncture. Instead of needles, we use our fingertips. We tap on these meridian points as you talk about your emotions, your feelings, and your problems. So you basically process what has been there for so long and you let it out. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. We're going to get to your site, but I always love to throw up. I've been putting up people's comments as we go along. And so I'm going to put this one up right there. Love that quote. And sometimes, hey, don't steal the quote. That's my quote I'm learning as well. Yeah, that was a great quote. I love it. When sometimes we learn. I'm going to use that one as well. Love it. Love it. All right. And then there's another one right here. Great information. Yes. So we can all learn from it. So we're going to get into it, and we're going to get into your site. So let's bring it up right now and then talk to us now. How do you help us? What do we need to do? Do we call you? Do we do a one-on-one? What clients are best? How do we rock and roll with this?
I work with women, beautiful, amazing goddesses. And yes, I do have one-on-one sessions. I do have group sessions. And what I do is people come to me with this issue. And then we sit together and it's like, okay, you are at this point, A point, you want to get to B point, right? Which is that beautiful, amazing experience in life. So the first thing that we need to do is identify the issue, identify the problem, because sometimes people come with, for example, they say, oh, I have this problem with my husband or with my mom, and that's what is ruining my life, and blah, blah, blah. And then when after spending half an hour, then we get, no, actually the problem is in self-esteem or in different things, right? So the first step is I help them to identify the real problem. And then when we know what is the real problem, we go back to the childhood or whenever that they develop this belief about some beliefs about themselves that is creating that problem for them, right? So we go back, we find the core issue, we resolve it with EFT, hypnosis, meditation. Ho'oponopono is another amazing tool that I use in my practice. So, and then the next step is action plan, because it's not just about healing. Yes, we do have to fix that wheel, but at the same time, you have to have a plan for how to get to the point B. So then we come with a action plan that works for you, like with your specific needs and your specific strengths and all that. So, and then basically it's not just healing, it's not just action plan, it's both of them together. So as you're healing, you start to taking these inspired actions. Because when you feel good about yourself and when you start to reprogramming your subconscious mind and having all these amazing new beliefs about yourself and life, feeling limitless, then as you're getting better, you also start taking inspired action. And yeah, before you know it, you're there.
Okay. So I'm going to put up some information right now. Here's the website that you saw me been scrolling to right now. So take a look. There is actually right here. I'm going to go to the contact form right on her website. So go here and go to her contact form, type in a message. You can get her right away, right? We're all here under COVID. So You know what I mean? She has time to read some emails, and you can give her a call, 647-909-0056. That's 647-909-0056. And since I mentioned COVID, how are you doing your one-on-ones right now? Everything's on Zoom, online. Yeah. Everything's online right now. Okay. And then once we can meet and greet, then do we do like a one-on-one session? Is that how you do it afterwards?
Yes, okay. Yes. I work with different wellness centers and clinics, and actually some of them are reopened, but I prefer to still have my sessions online.
Right now, still be safe, still feel comfortable. You can still get all the help you need from this lovely lady. You just got to get your mind right. We got to get it right. But here's the thing, though. It is scary. Sometimes I see a lot of people say, yeah, but they don't, it's scared to take that first step. Right. Yeah, and then I have a show called Jump, and if you don't take that first step, you'll never know what's possible until you take that first step. So exactly. How do you help somebody take that first step? Like it's weird. We're trying to help you get to you, but we can't take the steps to you. So in our own self, what do we have to realize to be okay to call you?
That you're worth it. You're absolutely worthy of having that beautiful life. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself, Yeah. And it is uncomfortable. It is scary. But the thing is, because I have been through it. It's not just I've read some books and now I have this knowledge. It's not knowledge. It's more like wisdom, because it's coming from experiences that I've had.
Right.
So one thing that my clients experience is there is absolutely no judgment with whatever problem that they come to me. And then also I get them. I feel them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you understand, you've been there, and you can talk to them one-on-one, and you can say, listen, I don't know about you, but for me, A, B, and C, and it's great. All right. So before I let you go, I want to steal some tips. Okay. So I saw if I remember the points. So if I'm getting stressed out right now, what's the best thing for me to calm myself down? I get a stressful day. I need to calm down. What would you recommend?
Of course, I always recommend EFT, but even more kind of easier than that is your breath. Go back to your breath.
Okay.
So taking 3-4 deep breath in and out. And sometimes it helps to remind yourself that I am safe, at least at this very moment, right now, at the present moment, because our stress comes from the past or the future, right? The experiences that are telling us, oh, remember that time? Or these thoughts that, oh my God, what if this that happens in the future? But if you can manage to stay in the present moment, which is when you are breathing, right? So go back to your breath and start breathing and keep telling yourself that I am safe. I mean, God forbid if you're not in a safe situation, you have to remove yourself from that situation. But 99.9% of the time, at the present moment, we are safe. So just remind yourself that and keep breathing. And then that gratitude that we forgot to talk about it, that can make you feel safe. Remembering the things that you already have. You know? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to let everybody into a little secret. I've been doing MC work for years. I've talked in front of rooms of 5 to 10,000. I've done concerts all around the world. Every time before I go on stage, I want to throw up. I panic. I get nervous. And the thing is, what people have to understand is it's always going to be there. It's how you control it and how do you recognize what the thing is. So I'm going to use one of those tips. So I'm going to do it right now. So before I go on stage, I'm going to think of you. I'm going to remember what you said. 3 deep breaths, right?
Yeah.
Think of your situation right now. I'm safe. I'm here. And think about one of the good things is like, yes, they want you. They called you because you're great at what you did. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you're sitting just before you go on stage. They saw you. They know you're good at your job. So don't panic. Take your deep breath, go on stage and go kill it.
Yeah. And one more thing. Sometimes we think, stress and excitement are, like two ends of one thing. So remind yourself that maybe I'm not anxious. I'm just very excited. It's a new experience. It's so delicious to be there up there. And, I'm just excited.
Okay. Yeah. Because once I get on stage, I'm fine. It's just I'm so to get there. And it's like, okay, so here it is. If you're excited, you want to get to the next level. You want to, it's never too late. And there's one thing before I let you go. You kept saying it doesn't make a difference if you're young, old, whatever part of your life, you can still do what you have to do. And I love that part because a lot of people, as they get older, they're like, oh, I had my time. It's too late for me. You know what I mean? It's never too late. Never too late.
Every minute of life is really precious. So even if we have like 2 more years, who cares? Just live that 2 more years the way that you really want to live.
All right. Live your good life is what they call it. All right. So give her a call, 647-909-0056. Give her a call. She's waiting for you. Call her now. Call. Did I say call? Call now. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on my show. But we have one thing you have to do. Everybody's got to do it. It's called the Queen Wave. Say hi to all your family and friends. This is your opportunity to shout out anybody you want to shout out. This is your opportunity. Go ahead.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, it might seem selfish to some people, but thank you, Maryam. Thank you to that little kid who was frustrated for so long, but finally let me, help her and be here today with you because it wouldn't be possible without her help. So,
something.
And thank you to everyone. Thank you to
that.
Everyone.
I like that. You're thinking the situation you're on, you're not down on it, and it's beautiful because now you learn, you grow. So thank you so much for everything you're doing. What's next on the plate? You're doing another event coming up. You're speaking. Where can we see you?
Because of this situation, I actually kind of was forced to focus on creating online course. So that's the next step. I think that's the best way to help people right now. It's just a mini course that they can do it on their own pace. And, it's available. They can watch the videos as many times as they can. And so I'm working on that.
There you go. Look out for it. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
All right. Listen, it's never too late. Okay. Like she said, take the time. I know I'm walking away with a lot of stuff here. Wake up, do your affirmations, do your thankfulness, breathe and everything. But like she said, think about it. Sometimes in life, you're going to take that shopping cart and it's not going to go your way. So don't get frustrated. Do what you have to do. All right. So I just want to do one shout out for myself. I want to shout out Slavana because without Slavana, she's always giving me these great guests. And if you want more information on what's going on, there it is. There's a lot of beautiful ladies. They're smart ladies, business ladies that are doing some strong things. So if you want to give her a call, you can get in touch with her. If you're just coming in, you're looking for business, you need help with the marketing, then, you can definitely do that. You can go online and there's the website. Take a look at it. All right. immigrantwomeninbusiness.com. Check it out. You're going to see a lot of other people. You don't want to go nowhere. Well, like I always say, you didn't have to watch, but you did. Thank you so much. You have a great day. I'll see you next time.
Has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.